Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Ciao a tutti, oggi una live in due lingue, italiano e tradurrò, farò la traduzione in inglese. So it will be a bilingual live today, starting also in Italian, because we have a really special guest today, an amazing guest, and I will translate in English. So it will be bilingual, so be patient my friends in the chat. Buongiorno e benvenuto Claudio.
Good morning to you, dear Joseph, and to all your fans, everybody in the world. Black and white fans, I imagine.
Black and white fans. And
aspetta che traduco. Ciao Giuseppe, benvenuti a tutti i tuoi...
Hai fatto bene a tradurre. Guarda Claudio, hai sbagliato una cosa. Non sono i miei fans, sono fans della Juventus. E per fortuna, sono molto onorato di averti. Abbiamo lavorato insieme per 2 stagioni, per me è stato un onore ed avere un piacere avere anche un mentore come te, qualcuno che mi ha dato molto ispirazione, molto calore, e quello volevo ringraziarti anche personalmente, pubblicamente sul canale. Grazie Claudio.
Grazie a te Giuseppe. It was a pleasure for me too, because you are a Juventus fan, but first of all you are a big true person.
Thank you Claudio. Guarda, io non sapevo che la live potevamo farla in inglese integralmente.
No, ma infatti stai calmo. Be quiet, Joseph.
Because, guys,
I speak English, but not so well for 1 hour live.
I
can prove.
You can do, because
I can try. Vedi già error. I can try.
You can try, but try. It's the same, Claudio. I was expecting an Italian live, but Claudio is speaking English very well, very well. Claudio, fantastic.
I'm waiting for Kostic.
Fantastic
you are
news
waiting
today.
For,
Kostic.
Are you waiting for Kostic?
A player that Juventus needed a lot, I believe, on the left side. Yeah. I'm happy for Kostic.
In Italy, we say we need the Kostic like the bread.
We need
in this moment.
Like the bread, indeed. Kostic a tutti Kostic, vero?
Yeah, Kostic a tutti Kostic. Ne abbiamo bisogno come il pane. Because on the left end of the pitch, now we are in a little problem, I think. Little.
Look, Claudio, because I see that you understand English, so I will speak and I will explain you in English and you answer in Italian. Kostic on the 9th or 10th of August, we start playing versus Sassuolo. Could Juventus anticipate, or are we too late, or you think it's still okay to have Kostic today at Juventus?
No, I think that now I try to speak in English.
Yeah,
like
sure.
You want. I try. If there is some problem with words, you say to me, you stop me, and I speak in Italian. Okay. I think that now it's not too late, but there was some days ago problems around the Morata situation.
Yes.
Because Allegri and Juventus came back Morata to Juve, but Atletico Madrid didn't hear a lot the Juventus offers. So 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, every day the answer was no, and now we have to take Kostic. That is not a second choice; is an important choice, but is a different type of player. Now with Kostic, you have a simile Cuadrado, but left player. Cuadrado usually play on the right. But you miss the second striker, because you have only Vlahovic. Morata can play like striker and like left end.
And Vlahovic is a bit behind in physical condition at the moment. So could be a potential small problem. We have a lot of people, Claudio, in the chat.
Could be a potential big problem, not small problem. Because it's the only striker you have now.
Indeed. We will come. We will come later on your preferred one, Depay, Muriel. We will speak about the striker. But the people in the chat, Claudio, they are super happy to have you. Ciao, Claudio. Great voice of Claudio. They know your voice. We love the English and Italian live together. People are saying, Claudio, I still hear za 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 za. The goal of
it was different. It was za 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 za.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Scudetto goals.
That's fantastic. Grande,
Good
Claudio.
time.
Good time. For the people that do not know,
and
Claudio,
Zaza was your fourth striker.
Indeed.
In that team.
Because he was not the first one. Claudio, for the people that do not know Claudio, Claudio has been the big voice, the important voice of Juventus, doing the commentary at the stadium, at the Juventus stadium, working there for so many years. So it's a real pleasure to have Claudio here. A lot of people.
My post was in 1999.
Hey, guys.
It was Ancelotti Juventus team.
Mamma mia.
Yeah.
Claudio, I'm hearing, to come back on Kostic, a Juventus that wanted to go with a 4-3-3 all pre-season, and suddenly today we open the papers, Tutto Sport, Gazzetta dello Sport, and they're going towards a 3-5-2, 3-4-3.
Corriere dello Sport 2 say 3-5-2. I don't think so.
You don't believe so? You think 4-3-3?
I don't think Allegri changed 6 days until the beginning of the season change defense line. I don't think so. We play it for.
Question for you, Claudio. You think that Allegri plays Kostic immediately from the first minute, or we wait?
Yeah.
Calma.
No.
We play?
Yeah, because Kostic is ready. Kostic is ready to play no more now the Supercoppa, the European Super Cup against Real Madrid, so he is ready to play. He's more ready, Kostic, than other players of Juventus now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But so it's a bit a myth that Allegri is waiting too much on the players. It's I don't know, because a lot of people are saying, no, before that you start playing with.
Usually it's true. It's true because Allegri is not a coach that immediately with a new player go on the pitch first minute after 2 or 3 days is coming into ring. But this is a particular situation, and this is a player of Kostic, 29 years old. So ready. It's not a young player.
It's true. Look, we have a question, a donation, grazie cynical skeptic, who's saying, Giuseppe, Claudio, Kostic, already months ago, it was said that he would join Juventus. It's not new. It's not like the last name. It's already since months. I got the impression that the agreement was already okay. Why did it take so long? Claudio already answered a bit, because priority was Morata, and after Atletico, probably we gave up on Morata and we went for Kostic. Do you think there was
because Morata resolved 2 problems: striker and the left striker, the second striker.
Claudio, we say
now you have to buy another player. Kostic is not sufficient. Another player.
You think that we can say goodbye forever to Morata? It's over now. Ciao.
I think so. I think that now it's difficult to open again with Atletico Madrid a speech. It's too late, I think.
Last year was a difficult year, Claudio. For Juventus, it's not wow. Not a lot of things were working really well. A lot of changes. Bernardeschi, Morata, Dybala, Chiellini, De Ligt. Was it important to change so much, you think, Claudio?
But I don't know. It's not a a real situation that you wanted, I think, because a lot of players like other destination, some players closed with Juventus and soccer, because Giorgio now is in the States playing MLS.
He's playing volleyball. He's playing volleyball.
Because he's a delict friend. So, no, great Giorgio. That you are in a condition that you can drive not only about you are seeing this, but there are situations that are different from you want, I think. So Dybala is the big problem of our market, but not this summer. The last summer, 2 summers ago. Leaving Morata, you have Di Maria. Leaving the league, you have Bremer. You bought Pogba, but Pogba, unfortunately, now is injured. So you are more or less Juventus of last year, without Morata, Bernardeschi, Chiellini.
And that's the question of Giuliano that I wanted to ask you, Claudio. Today, 9th of August, let's say Kostic is already okay. Do you believe in winning the Serie A this year?
Juventus?
Yeah.
It's very difficult. What do you think, Joseph?
You know, I am a believer. I am an optimist. So I believe always. But today, for me, the team is not 100% complete. It's not complete. We need a bit more. As you said, a second striker. And maybe we can go to the second striker. But the second striker is needed. And then I need to understand what will happen with the midfield. Because if I read today a hesitation between Fratesi and Paredes, they are 2 total different players. If Juventus, they have a plan and we know they want Paredes, okay. If we go for Fratesi, okay. But I don't like the hesitation between 2 players of different role. And that's why I'm a bit worried today. Sono un po' preoccupato.
Yes, because without Pogba, you have the same midfield of the last season. And if you buy Fratesi, that is a good young player from Sassuolo, you have Fratesi and Locatelli. So they are good players, but they are young players coming from Sassuolo without experience to win a Scudetto. And in this situation, you have to buy a midfielder playing in front of the defense line. Paredes, Pjanic, everyone. But you have to buy 2 players in the midfield.
You don't believe in Locatelli Regista?
No, Locatelli Regista can be, but is not... non è il suo ruolo. Come dici ruolo in inglese?
Role. It's not his position, it's not his
Era
role.
Era semplice.
English
It's not
is
his
easy.
role.
No,
It's not his role. He's adapted.
Because I like Locatelli as a regista. When I see the vision, playing with the right foot, the left foot, changing the field. And you know what? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I think that Locatelli, without Bonucci, senza Bonucci, is playing well. Because he's going back in the 3-man defense with the fullback that's going up. He's going back and he starts behind. When there is Bonucci, he has a bit less space. And then maybe he's going into confusion. So Locatelli regista with no Bonucci, I like. With Bonucci, I'm hesitant. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. But if you think to Juventus history of the last 10 years, 12 years, you play with Pirlo, then Pjanic. Now, if you don't have a player like this, I think you have to change the the way of play. Two midfielder in front of the defense and the striker and three offensive midfielder. But you can't continue to adapt players to role not there.
I agree with that. I take the questions from the chat, Claudio. So there is no structure. The people are asking. So people ask a question for Claudio. You're really, I like it. Andrew is asking, Claudio, do you think we need defensive reinforcement more than
I don't think so. No, now I don't think so, because you have Bonucci, Bremer, Gatti. You pay 10 million euro Gatti, so I think they are thinking it's a good young player. And then you have Rugani, that when there is the necessity, Rugani can play. Last year, Rugani and De Ligt against Vlahovic, Fiorentina, and other matches play very well. So it's not the first defense; it's the first. But
with a Bonucci,
you are okay.
With a Bonucci that has one more year, and for the first time, some injuries last year, because we were not used to Bonucci with injuries. Bonucci was a player of 50 games per season. This is a big question mark.
I saw in the friendly matches that Gatti and Bremer can play very, very well together.
Yes.
When Bonucci is missing.
So you believe that Gatti and Bremer, we can sleep, we can sleep tranquilly. We are relaxed with Gatti and Bremer.
I spoke with Chiellini 5 months ago about Gatti, and Giorgio spent a lot of good words about Gatti, physically, technically, and mentally. So
it's a bit not the same story, but Luciano Moggi, he bought a Giorgio Chiellini from Livorno, and he said we bought the best defender of Serie B.
Yeah,
and I believe
but he played on the left,
and he was playing left back
on the left.
Now we are doing it with Gatti. Can he have a beautiful career? Not like Giorgio, but 70% of the career of Giorgio for Gatti. You believe in Gatti?
I hope for Federico. But remember that when Chiellini arrived to Juventus, was a good young player from Livorno, Roma, Fiorentina, because there was this situation. Giorgio to Roma, Moggi that phone change direction by Karen, sign for Juventus. Okay, that's the story. But Giorgio was a young, good player, but not a player in that period like Thuram or Cannavaro or player like that. So Gatti is at the beginning of his career. Now is the beginning. Juventus is the first really important team for Gatti.
Look at here. That's an important question from our friend from Denmark, Andrew. Sorry. Andrew is asking, Claudio, why do you think that Juventus attack is not working? 180 minutes, one shot on target. One. It's a problem. I remember last year, the last game before Vlahovic, 0 shots on target versus Milan. Today, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, 0 shot on target. And we bought today a Vlahovic, a Di Maria. Why is it not working? Do you have an idea?
Because they played 20, 30, 40 meters far away the midfielder. And we have not midfielder, how can I say, not midfielder, not good that technically, but we are too far. We need some players like Pogba, but Pogba now is out for 2 months. Milinkovic-Savic, Paredes, Pjanic.
Aspetta. Wait. What is it, Milinkovic-Savic? Because, you know, when you say Milinkovic-Savic here, the people will go crazy. Yeah, attenzione,
attenzione. Achtung. I say Milinkovic-Savic like a player. You need Milinkovic-Savic or another play like Milinkovic-Savic, not Frattesi. Okay.
No, because, you know, when you said Milinkovic-Savic, I know that the chat, they are a bit...
No, because... No.
Here we go.
No, now I don't think, but you remember, Giuseppe, when we have Pjanic, Khedira, Matuidi, Juventus fans were not happy because Pjanic wasn't Pirlo.
So,
remember? Okay. Now Pjanic now Pjanic can be an important player.
Would you take back Pjanic?
No, I don't know, but there was a possibility 1 week ago. Then I never listened speaking about Pjanic, but 1 week ago, some people spoke about Pjanic to Juventus.
Because, you know, I love Pjanic, I love Morata, I love Pogba, but, you know, sometimes we miss a bit of fresh new names. Today again, I opened the paper.
You want to change.
I hear Milik again. Sempre
I know.
Milik. Paredes.
I know.
Why?
Other name? On the market?
Icardi, not yet, huh? But it will come. Icardi. But it's every season we hear the same names again. Pjanic, Milik. I don't understand.
Because are the name you Juventus and other teams can reach now. There are not a lot of important name or name played with you. No, the ambient. No, the coach. No, the team. No, the fans. No, the atmosphere. If you have no one else, why not?
Udogie, young player, 19 years old, is going to Tottenham. He's staying 1 year at Udinese, he's going to Tottenham. I'm a bit worried about the future of Serie A. Because a player like Udogie, I'm not saying Juventus, but 10 years ago he will probably go to Roma, to Fiorentina, maybe to Milan, Inter. Today, 19 years old, they are accepting to stay 1 year on loan at Udinese and then going to the Premier League. Are you afraid for the future of Serie A? You think it will be more and more? And I'm asking because if I ask you Milik and all these names, it's also because it's difficult to go for Mohamed Salah, Mbappe.
Yeah. No, I'm a lot worried. About this because 20, 30 years ago, if you had 6,000 fans to the stadium, you lived with selling tickets. So your 6,000 was the same of 6,000 Barcelona. Now you are living with the money of television. So Premier League is more of Serie A, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult, not in this moment, but in the future too. Very difficult.
Especially with the new financial fair play, that it will only grow because you can spend 70% now, but 70% will grow, and in 10 years, it's the end.
Yes, but you will grow, Premier will grow, so the distance will be the same forever.
Even more.
Will be the same forever. Premier League, I think that we have to change the name. Not more Premier League, but Super League.
The Super League exists already. That's true.
That's the real Super League. Premier League.
If you see Nottingham Forest.
So English teams wanted Super League too, like us, and like the Spanish, and like some German. And this is not because the fans go down the street that they stopped the Super League idea. They don't want more. They don't want more the Super League idea because they want to earn money only in their island. That's the truth.
It's correct what you're saying. I remember we talked about it. If we have to speak about the young talents like Udogie, but then we are speaking about our own talent, Miretti. Can that be the future of Juventus instead of going for Mbappé, Salah, but creating them at home with our Under 23 that we started 5 years ago? We started investing in our youth, and today we start to see Mattias Soulé, Miretti, Fagioli, Compagnon. Is this a possibility today or maybe in the future, or you say no?
The idea is to build a young player in your home, but look, Giuseppe, is not easy because, in my opinion, if you have Miretti 18 years old or Fagioli 20 or 21 playing with Pirlo 32, Vidal 28, Milinkovic-Savic 27, Miretti can play without responsibilities.
Like the first Pogba.
Yes, like the bravo. Correct example. Like Pogba, 90-year-old, come to Juventus and with Pirlo, with Vidal and Marchisio, match after match, he became titolare, si dice titolare? Titolare? No?
Starter.
A starter of the team. But now, and you see the last matches, Miretti good, but the result at the end of the match wasn't a victory. And we need a victory. We need victory, not young player playing good.
What do you think about
most of all, victory, then young player playing good.
What do you think about the potential of Miretti? Today you told me, and I agree with you, but in 3 years' time, what can be the future of Miretti? Because you saw him, you saw him at the stadium, you know him. Yeah. What can be his future? Because some people are saying he is the future De Bruyne. Are we exaggerating?
No, I think we are exaggerating. No, now actually Fabio, I think is it's like Marchisio, number 8. Fabio is number 8, like Marchisio. Different characteristic, but I hope that Miretti may have the same career of Marchisio. That is an important career. De Bruyne is a different player. De Bruyne is a crack.
Something else.
Miretti now can be a very good player. Crack is another situation.
Speaking about crack, we will come back on Juventus in a second. Can you tell me 1 or 2 players in your career of commenting that was not from Juve that you really loved to say the name when you were commenting or to watching on the pitch? Who was a player that gave you emotion that was not Juve?
The first is simple. Messi. I saw Messi in the friendly Juventus against Barcelona, young Messi.
Capello, 2005.
Yes. It was exciting to speak about the young Messi, not the actual Messi, the first Messi.
Wait, Claudio. Is it true that Capello, he went to Rijkaard and he said, "Give me that young player on loan"?
Yeah. He said to Rijkaard, "Who is this young player that you don't use?" But Rijkaard, that was a midfielder, to know very well who was the young Messi. The other one is Ronaldinho.
La magia.
Ronaldinho, fantastic player, big quality, and a nice guy, Ronaldinho. during
true.
the matches too, not only in his personal life.
And if you have to speak about a Juventus player that gave you a lot of emotion when you were commenting, I'm not asking you the strongest one, the one that gave
Yeah.
you emotions when saying his name. You know, like me, I can't wait to say Pogba because I know it will give me that emotion.
Yeah.
Was there a player
Recently
like that?
Pogba. Before Pogba, Zidane.
Zizou.
Zidane. No, Zizou, because Zizou is a player with physically very strong and qualitative, different of the other players in the same team. Zidane overall. Zidane.
There were some people who were asking also about the stadium. Do you think that this season, maybe in the future, we will hear? And I don't want to go into politics. I don't want to go into detail. But you have the feeling that we will soon hear again the song "Io di te non mi stanco, sarò sempre al tuo fianco."
Del Piero is Juventus history. So I speak about Zidane and other because Del Piero is on the top here, and then other players. But Del Piero, I think he's happy now in the States, with his life, with the family, girl and boys at school, the different mentality of USA. I don't know if Del Piero families want to come back in Italy. I don't know.
It's a different, watching Juventus from far away or being at Juventus is something totally different. And the stress you have, the pressure. You know, if today I hear also criticism towards Vice President Pavel Nedved and so on, you know, my thought, I hope that Del Piero, he can come into management yet, but I hope Del Piero will never be the coach of Juventus. Because you know it. One game, we close an eye. 2 games, we close the 2, and the 3rd game is Del Piero out. I never want to hear in my life Del Piero out. I would be really scared.
Yeah, you are right.
Speaking about Allegri,
there is this risk for everyone, every ex Juventus player. There is. But I was thinking.
I wanted to show you I wanted to show you the book of Pirlo. I was wrong, but
okay.
Pirlo as well. Okay. Pirlo out. It's
yeah. Sarri out. But Sarri is not a Juventus fan.
It's I know he's not.
A little particular, but very important. No, but I was thinking about the life in general. I am Del Piero. You are Del Piero, no? Thinking. You are Del Piero. You have more than 40 years old. With the family now, you are in the States. Another type of living, completely different from Italy. Pressure, way of thinking. So, when you know and live in a nation so far from us, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's difficult to come back, or not?
But
I think.
Don't you believe at a certain moment you miss the challenge? Not the country, but the challenge.
Yes, but now Alessandro Del Piero is a manager of himself. He have a restaurant, a lot of invitation in television all over the world. The life is completely changed of Del Piero. Nedved, after his player career, started soon the manager career.
Yeah.
Del Piero is a lot of years that miss from Italy. Different.
I think the best answer is the one of Vlahovic. Vlahovic, you think Alessandro Del Piero, he has beautiful hair. And Allegri, he said that with coaching you are losing the hair. Probably that's why Del Piero, he doesn't want to come back for the hair,
And if you don't lose, they became
white. Alla Ravanelli.
Yeah.
Claudio, because I see a lot of time that people are
It's not
asking.
a simple work, coaching is not a simple work to
But
coach,
that's the question that I see a lot of time
especially
in
in
the chat.
Italian team.
What about Allegri? You think it's correct to do that second year? He has 4 years of contract, not a great year. He also did some mistakes. He said it publicly in press conference. I did mistakes. Blah 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 blah. It's going towards a second year. You think it's deserved another year? What do you think he has to improve to be at the level of Il Cinquenio with 11 trophies in 5 years?
But I think that Mr. Allegri, in his career, won with Sassuolo, Cagliari, Milan, Juventus, 5 scudetti with Juventus, but not only 5 scudetti. Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, 2 Champions final that now we have not in the last 3-4 years. So this is the demonstration that Mr. Allegri is a big coach. If you pretend every year that Allegri win Scudetto, Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, final, Champions final, is not really possible, I think. At the same time, I can say that this year, like you said before, is the second of his return to Juventus. And I think we have to be clear with people. This, in my opinion, this is the Juventus anno zero. We start this year because a lot of players are no more Juventus players, and they are coming a lot of new players. So Allegri have a completely different team of the other Juventus seasons. So this is the really first year. We try to win. I don't know if we win some titles this year, but this is the new really zero year.
How much time do you give as a supporter, and how much time do you give as a club to go back to win the Scudetto? Realistically. Supporter and club, it's 2 different questions. Because
this is a good question.
I know, I'm a great interviewer.
I hope this year we can win against Scudetto like the past. But it's not simple because the 2 Milano teams, I think, are more than us today. And Roma built a good team. High quality.
Roma top 4 for sure?
I think so. Napoli is a question mark because a lot of players, historical Napoli players, went. Mertens, Insigne, Koulibaly, now Fabian Ruiz, the goalkeeper. So it's a question mark.
Who did the
Lazio.
Best, who did the best mercato until today from Serie A?
I think Roma. Roma because we were sure that Zaniolo can start from Roma. Zaniolo is in Roma.
Is there a possibility Zaniolo, or it's over?
Abraham, Pellegrini, Dybala, Matic is I think that offensive
Wijnaldum, Celik, they have a great mercato.
Important mercato.
Kvaratskhelia, Napoli, good player. I'm curious to see Kvaratskhelia.
Yes, but it's only one.
I know.
They lost Mertens, Insigne, Fabian Ruiz, Ospina, Koulibaly. I don't know the Korean defender very well, but I don't think that start like Koulibaly. No, it's difficult.
It's difficult. I took him for Fantasy League, for Fantacalcio. I hope he can do well, but I don't know him personally. He just
because you don't want to spend your money.
That's why. That's the real
so
reason.
You buy Gatti, Korean player, Frattesi.
That's the real reason. Claudio, I have a strange question because we have to speak about it, because sometimes I see in the comment Champions League. You commented, if I'm not wrong, 2003, the final, or commented, or you experienced 2003, 2015, 2017, 3 finals that we lost. How do you wake up the day after of losing a final when you work for Juve? Because I know as a supporter, it's hard. But when you are a bit more attached, when you see the face of the players,
it's harder.
It's harder?
It's harder because you have to work the day after. You have to work and to explain to fans why you didn't win the final of Champions League. Not 1, not 2, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So it's hard, but it's life. You have to accept, I think. No, but with Real Madrid, Cardiff... Cardiff during the week I hadn't good vibrations.
I know.
Because all were all speaking that Juventus is favorite, but Juventus for 10 days was top after the Scudetto winning, so I hadn't good vibration. With Barcelona, we were not favorite, but on the pitch in the second half, after the goal of Morata, was it a 10 minutes to win the game.
Was it a penalty on Pogba?
Especially when Pogba was attacked in the area.
It was penalty, It was penalty.
The story is the story, Giuseppe. In Italy we win, in Europe we are unlucky. Unlucky.
It will be hard to win it again, because we were speaking a bit earlier about Champions League, about Premier League, how difficult it will be in the future. It's a dream. It's always an objective to try to go as far as possible, to try to win La Maledetta, but it's hard, and I believe it will be harder and harder.
Year after year, I think that it became more hard. It's like a mountain to climb. I think this is the situation, because now not only in football but especially in European football, you need a lot of money to compete. If you think that you were speaking about Udogi, but Scamacca lived to West Ham. West Ham United is a London team, but it is the third, fourth, 5 London team. Scamacca, with money of West Ham, say goodbye to Sassuolo, not to play at Juventus, Milan, but to West Ham. So you can't compete on the market with the English teams. It's impossible. It's impossible because Monza, no, from Serie B to Serie A with Galliani, Berlusconi, but can spend over the 70% of the money earned. So can compete with West Ham. To have Scamacca or players like this, it's impossible.
It's true. Claudio, speaking about Premier League and about one that is creating a mini Serie A in Premier League, Antonio Conte with Tottenham, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Christian Romero, now in the future Udogie, don't forget Paratici, Conte himself. I know that some
They
people...
they are Italian, so Serie A is like their cup of tea. So they know very well Italian players, or not Italian but play in Italian league. So it's simple thinking about these kind of players. And in my opinion, Kulusevski and Bentancur too are players more adaptable in the Premier League than in Serie A. But the last night, I take a look to Tottenham match, because I read on the newspaper, Giuseppe, that Kulusevski score, assist, marvelous, incredible player. Juve don't understand what Kulusevski is. So I take a look to the match. All the match. Kulusevski played like playing in Juventus. No more, no less. Same movement, same pitch, zone of the pitch on the right. He scored a goal. The difference is this, because defense are more light in the Premier League.
I can't judge because I
I
didn't
didn't
see...
saw all the difference that newspaper tell us about Kulusevski in England and Kulusevski in Italy.
Do you think it's also because of the beautiful public relation, the beautiful media that are putting the Premier League players better than the other league? It helps also to put...
No, ma Kulusevski is, I think, an important younger player. But if you don't look matches, all the matches, Kulusevski with Tottenham played some match very, very good and some not so very good, like in Juventus. But in Juventus, he was in a situation not in any... what were we speaking before? Miretti. Kulusevski is like Miretti from Parma to Juventus. The same situation. Same situation. He's a young player. He's not Italian, so we think that Kulusevski is better than Miretti. He's a young player that have to learn. So he need time in Italy. After a period in Italy, in the Premier League, we are more spaces at disposition of the player. Kulusevski, I think, can be in the future an important player. But you said Kulusevski and Bentancur to buy Vlahovic. It's a choice. Out Kulusevski and Bentancur and win the money. You buy Vlahovic.
So no regrets, Claudio?
No, because you needed a big number 9. That you don't have it. You played with Morata, that is not a striker. It's a number 11, Morata, not number 9.
Not a striker. And then he scored 3 goals versus Juventus in La Continassa.
I know.
Claudio,
With Juventus too, the year of Cristiano Ronaldo, Morata scored 20 goals.
Especially in the beginning. In the beginning, it was unstoppable.
I think that potentially Vlahovic may be another kind of players, no? We are agreed, I think. Vlahovic must become a player like Lewandowski.
He also needed a bit of support, and now I believe with Kostic and Di Maria, with Federico Chiesa
on the left, Di Maria on the right, but the problem is the same. You can have Kostic on the left, Di Maria on the right, and Vlahovic in the middle, but you need the midfielder. You need.
And you already told the name a bit earlier, Claudio. You said Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, right?
A player like this, an important player.
I see a lot of people that joined. Meanwhile, we are more than 300 people watching, and I'm super thankful for Claudio, because I was thinking an Italian live. We are doing an amazing live in English.
I apologize for my bad English.
No, it's perfect, Claudio, really. People are saying Beppe and Claudio Zuliani, the two goats. I see a lot of love, grande Zulianone, mamma mia, due persone che voglio molto bene, siete fantastici. So a lot of people giving love also for Claudio, and that's really appreciated. Thank you guys, thank you really for Claudio. Claudio, one of the last parts of maybe the live, because we didn't speak about it. We need a vice Vlahovic, if not Kostic. Today in the papers we see Muriel, Depay, there was even Mertens, that
Muriel?
Mertens, he went to Galatasaray. Muriel? It's a good one.
No, Muriel?
Luis Muriel. I love.
No, you said Muriel, and then?
Depay. You like Depay?
That's the name we want. Depay.
More than Martial and all the other. It's Depay.
Sure. 100% Depay, because Depay have experience, can play like a striker, can play on the left, can play near the striker, and cost not so much.
If he leaves for free, it's €0.
Less than Muriel.
But the salary is different, huh?
No, because we can pay with the Italian decreto crescita. So I think it's 5 million a year. 5 million.
No, it's more, Claudio?
No, with decreto crescita, no.
If I heard, maybe I'm wrong. I heard he was earning, how much is he earning in Barcelona? I believe 9 million salary per year. Huh?
Yes, but with the decreto crescita, you pay half.
Yeah, but it's net, huh? 9 net or grosso.
No. 10 million, half is 5.
Yeah, but we have to calculate. If I don't know if it's net or gross, the money.
Don't worry. 5.
Fine. Let's pay 5 for the pie. So guys, put your name, your
5,
favorite
6 and a half until 7. It's a good affair.
So guys, put in the chat, put the name that you want as the second striker. I see here Depay. Let's go all in for Depay. I want to know if you agree.
Giuseppe, now we are at 6 years from the beginning of the Italian Serie A. There are not a lot of name that you can buy, now.
Look here. So Depay, Martial, Depay, Milik, ma che Milik? Martial,
no, Milik.
Depay, Memphis. Depay is winning, Depay is winning in the chat.
Depay scored goal against us, Depay scored a goal against us. Lione Juventus 2-1.
Then I see Amauri. I see Morata. The chat went crazy. Martial. What about Zaniolo? You think we have to believe in Zaniolo until 31st of August? Or we forget and he will be happy in Roma with Dybala and Abraham?
Forget it. Because Juventus wanted to pay all the money Roma asked for Zaniolo. So Roma is not in a situation now to sell.
So we forget about Milinkovic. We forget about Zaniolo. Depay.
We forget to Scudetto.
No. I don't forget about Scudetto. Okay, Depay and Kostic. Can we expect another name or è finita qui con Depay and Kostic?
No. I think that we have to buy another midfielder, I think.
And Paredes is the one you like?
Paredes or a player like this in front of the defense to play ball with possession. Because Allegri speak about this. Players speak about this, no? We want this year play with ball possession in the other half of the pitch. But you needed a player with the characteristic of Paredes, of Pjanic, someone like this.
Look, we have the question that every supporter is asking, and Prince correct as well. why was there no name linked for the left back position? I'm not
For
even
a simple reason. Because you have two players, Alessandro and Pellegrini. If you don't sell one player, Pellegrini, or the other player, Alessandro, you can buy another player on the left.
So it was a choice to go for the central part of the field with Pogba, with Bremer or another, and the next year changing the backs. It was a conscious choice of Juve, or it's because
No, probably, but especially right is another. There are a lot of possibilities in the market on the right, but on the left there aren't so much players better.
it's difficult, huh?
You can
Or
buy.
they cost a lot of money and they are not able to leave.
But exactly. Because we have to think about the money situation. Juventus is changing not only the team, but it's changing the way of approaching the market. Because now, from this year, you can't continue to have 100 or 200 million under the correct line. So you have to take unpopular choices.
Juani wants you to become the president of Juventus. It's beautiful, huh? Can we
Never.
make Claudio the new president of Juventus?
No. It's so good to speak about the other, but coach, president, manager of an Italian team, it's an hard work and a bad life.
It's not easy, I agree.
Too much troubles every day.
1 hour of live, Claudio. Guys, if you have one or two more questions
In English, incredible, friends.
It was perfect. I don't know, Claudio, if you want to say something more. We spoke about the potential best mercato teams, Inter, Milan, Roma. We spoke about some difficulties of Juve, the love of Depay, the love of Kostic that will help Juventus. We spoke about some memories about Champions League, unfortunately. So, what did we forget? I think we covered everything, no?
We forget the motto, fino alla fine, forza Juventus.
That's something that we... Wait. Normally, it's here. Fino alla fine, and the people, they see it. So, it's true. Wait, maybe this question, maybe a last one. Question for Claudio. Is there any chance we could improve our way of playing by managing the game with the ball and not only without it? I understand. But also scoring from set pieces. We lack a lot of goals. So, the question of Stavros is, a lot of time with Massimiliano Allegri, the last year, we saw that certain moments of the game, we are giving the ball to the opposition. Is there a possibility to increase it? I
think that this is the way of our new market. So players like Pogba, Di Maria, Kostic are players. Chiesa, that is coming back. I hope in 1 or 2 weeks are players able to play this kind of game. If you haven't these players, it's difficult. The last year are you play some important matches with Bernardeschi or Chiesa striker. It's difficult to have the ball possession.
Fedia is asking a question. Grazie, Fedia, for the donation. Fedia is asking, will there be, because supporters, you know that they love some players and there are other players they don't like. Will there be a party when Rabiot will go to Manchester United? The question, I will change the question for you, Claudio. Was the time of Rabiot...
If we sell Rabiot to Manchester United for
18.
20 million,
18.
18 million pounds. We are the best seller of this market.
At 1 year of the end of the contract, it's something crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Giacomo sta dicendo niente,
But
ormai non mi
depends,
legge più Giuseppe.
It depends on his mom.
Veronique. Veronique Rabiot, we have to admit, at Juventus was quite.
Veronique Rabiot is a great manager of his son. A great manager.
Let's say that. Giacomo, niente, ormai non mi legge più Giuseppe. Ti ho letto, Giacomo. Scusami se non ho visto il messaggio di prima. Maximum of likes for the show, and please can we say thank you to Claudio Zuliani, that I really want to have back, especially now that I know that he's speaking English better than me. So Claudio, you are my guest whenever you want. Grazie Claudio, grazie.
Thank you Giuseppe, and thanks everybody for the attention and the patience.
Wait. A last one, because you know when we have a donation I have to show it. There is Vedya Fedorovic again, and he's saying, Beppe, Claudio, thank you for the live and a great discussion. The Scudetto will be ours. I love that. Grande Fedya, grande Claudio. Thank you to Sandro, Patrick, Nage, S.A. Stavros, S.A. Andrew, Andy, S.A. Jan Mikalev. Thank you to Aldo Bonasso, Hornet Instinct, Stavros, Giuliano, to all the people in the chat. We had a lot of amazing discussion about the formation, about the players. So if you want to, you can go back from the beginning of the live and enjoy. Grazie, forza.